Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Fredrick, Colorado. Today we're gonna go over a sold unit. I like doing sold units and I don't like doing sold units. Again, it's sold so you guys don't have the option to purchase this one, but I like doing them because it lets us show some stuff that we haven't been able to show in a while. So this is a 2026 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck with our double tack option. That's the reason I kind of wanted to come back and video a double tack. It's been a while since we've done one, and this is probably our most popular tack setup, whether it's on this Norstar model, the Lone Star model. No matter what trailer we usually try to throw this tack on, everyone loves it, so it is probably our most popular tack setup. Entry option on each side of the trailer, tons of saddle racks, tons of storage. But yeah, we'll walk around this guy. Here on our passenger side, we have a 42-inch wide door with a fold-up step. The reason we do a bigger 42-inch wide door is so when you guys run your fold-out saddle racks, you still have the option to be able to walk by without having to fold that saddle rack in and out. On our saddle rack itself, these are fully adjustable saddle tiers. You can also get some extra blanket bars if you want more blanket bars than the ones that come standard on the door. These are fully modular, fully adjustable. You can take these out, you can position them kind of wherever you want, and they do run on a gas shock. So when you get your big heavy saddles, it will help you pull those back in. On our door, we do have our 4-tier blanket bar. Again, that will run off a gas shock as well. Folds out so you can easily straightly slide on your blankets versus having to fight that door to slide them on. And then we do have our 3-compartment brush tray below that. There are 3 compartments. Again, each one of them is going to have drain holes in them, so you get something that leaks, freezes, anything like that, it is going to contain it to one of those 3 compartments and allow it to drain, so not all your stuff in that brush tray gets nasty. All our inventory and then 99% of our orders, we are going to encourage you guys to throw on a fold-up step on an entry door, no matter where your entry door is. Again, it takes about 8 to 10 inches of step of actually getting up in your trailer out of there. It'll run off a gas shock as well. In our tack room, again, plenty of space. We have carpeted gooseneck deck, drop wall, and boot box. Boot box kind of serves as a nice little step up in your nose, but it also gives you a great place to store some stuff, keep stuff from rolling around on your tack room floor, keep stuff organized, whether it's, splint boots, something like that. And then on our corner over here by our passenger side door, we do have our shelf. It is a lipped shelf. It's got about a 2-inch lip on there, so you can throw hat boxes up there, boots, stuff like that, and it's not going to roll off while you're traveling. And below that, we do have our clothes rod, again, hanging some show clothes, some rodeo shirts, stuff like that, keeping them from off the floor. It's kind of keeping your stuff nice and neat as you travel. Again, behind me, we'll get a good look at this from the other side as well, but you do have that same setup that we looked at our passenger side. You're going to have that 42-inch wide door, step, blanket bars, saddle rack, the whole 9 yards on this side as well. So this is a really popular setup. We get a lot of husband-wife combos that like to keep their stuff separate, saddle off each side of the trailer. One of them is a little more organized than the other one usually. And they usually tend to love this setup. Behind me, we do have a fully carpeted partition wall, set of bridle hooks high, set of bridle hooks low. We always will carpet behind our bridle hooks, whether it's a fully carpeted partition wall or we'll do sometimes just a square cutout below them. We like to carpet behind our bridle hooks just because it's going to really help deaden that noise for your horses, help your horses travel better, but at the same time, it's going to keep your bridles from getting scratched up and keep your bridles from scratching the trailer up. Our dead corner behind this swing out, we do have our 25-gallon quarter water tank. Again, it's always great to have water with you guys while you're traveling. In case you don't have access to water, you forget to water, we always have water, whether you're on the side of the road, a fairgrounds without water, anything like that, you'll always have water for you and your horses. And again, LED lights throughout this trailer. We're gonna have one above each door, operated by a switch at each door as well. So again, LED lighting throughout this trailer. So step out and start going down our horse side of this trailer. Pretty big upgrade that we did on this custom order is we do have drops on both sides. So these are non-jail bars drops. When we do drops on our hip side, we typically won't do the jail bars just because your horses aren't gonna try and stick their head out the hip windows. But these are full-size drops, so you're really gonna maximize the airflow. I mean, you can see just how much airflow we're getting on this hip side. You have the same amount on your head side, so those hot summer days when you're stuck in traffic in a dead stop, you're really gonna be able to air out your horses on this trailer. We are 6'10" wide, so you are gonna get that full-length running board. We are on Dexter rubber torsion axles as well. An LED light up high above this tie out area, that is a 16-inch LED, giving you plenty of light to be able to saddle here off that tack side on this passenger side of the trailer. So we keep working our way around this horse area. We are gonna have a 60-40 split on our rear doors. Again, giving you guys the option if you want, a big opening, small opening, kind of a little easier to manage than double doors. We are rubber matted on our floor. Every single Cimarron we're going to show the floor because it is the strongest floor you can get in a horse trailer market, whether it's a Norstar model, Lone Star model, or toy hauler models. It is all going to come with this floor. It's a 4-inch centered floor. A lot of other trailers out there, you know, are 10, 12, 16-inch centers. So no matter what is standing on this, whether it's a horse, if you're in a livestock model and it's, you know, a cow, steer, they're gonna be standing directly over a support, not in between them. And then as the years go by, typically in those trailers where the supports are, you know, 12, 16 inches, you'll start to see waves in the floor where water and urine will start collecting, and it really speeds up the process of your floor eroding from that urine. So with the 4-inch centers, you're not gonna get those whoops in your floor where that urine and stuff is gonna collect. Up in our stall area, again, another thing that's gonna come standard on every single Norstar model, Lone Star model, Freedom model is gonna be their one-piece honeycomb roof. Again, it's fully insulated in your roof area, but it's also gonna take substantial hail. Some places don't have to worry about that, but here in Colorado, especially in the springtime, we get really crazy hailstorms, and this roof's gonna hold up way better than just like an aluminum roof would. You're gonna have a roof vent for each one of your 4 stalls, again, really maximizing that airflow. And then on their Norstar model, which is our horse trailer model from Cimarron, you are gonna be fully lined and insulated in your walls as well. So you're not gonna have to option that. They know you're hauling horses. They want your horses to be comfortable, so it's automatically right off the bat. Everything's lined and insulated. You do not have to option that. First stall, it is a stud divider stall with an escape door, so you're gonna have your full height stud divider. We are padded. Something new that came in kind of late 2025, 26 models is we're no longer doing plastic grommets. We are doing metal, you know, rivets here to kind of help hold these pads on. That was a complaint we were getting, is sometimes some horses would chew at those plastic grommets and they'd pop out. So with the metal, we kind of did away with that problem. And again, front stall, we do have our escape door. It's got a drop window in it as well. It's not as big as our other big drops, but still giving you guys plenty of airflow. Chest bar to keep your horse from leaning on that out flexing door. 2 tie rings up high. And then each stall is kind of gonna be set up like that. Our back 2 dividers are not gonna be stud dividers. They're just gonna be your solid type padded. Again, 2 tie rings per stall. You are gonna have some D rings situated to where if you guys wanted to run feed bags in all these stalls, you could easily as well. Cimarron makes a nice corner canvas feed bag. You'll attach to one of each 3 D rings, and again, they're super, super handy to be able to feed, especially with these big drops. You can easily feed from the outside of this trailer. Let's keep working our way back. One thing I wanna point out is everything on Cimarron is gonna be plastic on metal where they can make that happen. So on their latches here on this divider, it is a plastic receiver for that metal divider clip. Again, if it was metal on metal, it would rattle, it would break down metal on metal. Again, this thing would get looser and looser the more you used it, and then louder and louder for your horses as well. The quieter we can keep it for your horses, the better. Then again, metal on plastic doesn't wear as bad as metal on metal does. So everything on this trailer that we can fit plastic on metal in, it will be metal on plastic to help keep that quiet for your horses. On our load side, we do have LED lighting behind. We have an 8-inch LED light up high, again, giving you guys enough light to be able to load and offload safely. And all our brake lights are gonna be situated with backup reverse lights in the middle of them. So when you throw your truck in reverse, it's automatically gonna click those on and give you guys some light here behind your trailer. Move down our head side of the livestock area. Again, big drop windows. These are gonna have our big jail bars. Again, super easy to drop these jail bars. You can just move them out. You easily have access to the inside of the trailer, whether you're feeding and running those corner feed bags, tying or untying from the outside of the trailer. And they're a super slick system from Cimarron. And you can kind of run these windows in 1 of 3 ways. You're gonna have your little sliding type. You can run it fully down like this, or you can run it kind of just how I showed you guys with your jail bars down. I wouldn't travel with your jail bars down, but again, it gives you guys plenty of access to the inside of that trailer. Again, outside look at that escape door. Can open that up for you guys. Again, I really like escape doors. I would always suggest if you're gonna throw an escape door in a trailer, try to make whatever stall it's going into be a stud divider stall. That way you guys can store hay in there, grain in there, totes in there if you're only hauling 3 horses. It just gives you guys more storage options on these trailers by running an escape door into that stud stall. Then again, good look at our driver's side. It's gonna look really similar to that passenger side. You're gonna have that fold up step, that same 3 compartment brush tray. You're gonna have your swing out blanket bars, and then that same swing out saddle rack here on your driver's side as well. So super easy to tack up no matter what side of this trailer you're on. You know, a couple people traveling with you, and all your stuff's kind of organized to where you're gonna be saddling. I really like it too because it gives you guys the option if you're parked on, like, it's 120-degree day in Arizona, you can park one side facing the shade. You can access that trailer from the shade side. You don't have to walk all the way around to the sunny side. This kind of gives you guys a lot of options as far as how you guys want to store stuff, how you want to divvy up the saddling and kind of organize your stuff. It's a really popular setup. Again, probably our most popular setup on our horse trailer or our livestock side as well if you're running a stock combo. Up front on this trailer, we do have our electric over hydraulic jack. It does have a manual override if you do end up with some dead batteries. Up high, we do have our battery box for the batteries, again with our battery cutoff switch. So you're gonna be able, when you stop, to turn that to red. You're gonna turn those batteries off. That way if you forget a tack room light, a stall light, and you always remember to turn that to off if you're not using this trailer, you shouldn't come off to dead batteries. It's gonna kill power to that trailer. Matching spare tire and wheel to the rest of the wheels and tires on this trailer in case you guys have a flat or anything like that. It's not just a steel wheel. And of course your typical safety stuff up here at the front. We have your B&W 2 5/16 coupler, your safety chains, your breakaway cable, and then again your 7-pin ran back to its housing back there. So again, I like doing sold units because I get to show you guys some cool stuff, but I don't because you guys don't have the option to purchase this trailer. But if you're interested in this trailer, the setup, the tack room, the reference number for this is 5N250755 against the 2026 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck. If you want to talk about that double tack setup, get yourself a trailer with that tack setup. If you want to custom build your own trailer like the customers did on this trailer, feel free to give me a call. Again, my name is Tanner here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Fredrick. Phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.